Hi class. Right away I'm gonna apologize for my background. It's a little cluttered. I've been kind of busy this week. Just a reminder, my name is Kristen Adriazola, and I'm currently completing my field placement at the Office of Public Advocacy in Anchorage, Alaska, with the Guardian Ad Litems. My on-site supervisor is a Guardian Ad Litem and also an MSW. Um, my field instructor is Maggie Norbert. And today, I know I've talked about a lot of different topics. Today, I wanted to talk about personal bias. It's something that I just recently discovered, I guess you can say, about myself. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, just a little bit of background. If you don't remember on my field placement, the Guardian Ad Litems act as advocates for children that are in state custody. Once the children enter into state custody for abuse and neglect cases, Guardian Ad Litems are assigned to advocate on behalf of the children and basically make recommendations for the court, which are in the best interest of the child. Other They're different than other parties in the case because they solely focus on the child and what their needs are. So with that, I'll go ahead and segue back into my topic, which is personal bias. And recently, my on-site supervisor has been working with some individuals, and one of the little boys in the case, his foster mom had to have surgery, and she was going on what they call respite, and she needed to basically get another licensed foster parent to watch her foster child while she was basically incapacitated. And so during that time, I won't bore you with the details, but there was some banter back and forth between foster parents. Apparently, the person that she got to complete her respite care and watch her foster child also needed respite care. And so she solicited one of her friends, whom is a licensed foster parent, to look after the foster child. I hope I'm making the story clear. But when it all came down to it, the man, the third party, the third foster parent, decided, he reached out to the Guardian Ad Litems and the OCS workers and said, rather than the little boy going back and forth to different homes, I can just take care of him, and I can kind of basically meet all his needs. I can take him to his appointments. I can take him to school. He won't have to keep going back to these placements where the foster parents need respite care. And so, and he thought that he could really be a really good resource for the child. He's he's fostered children in the past, and he's also adopted children. So he's known to the department as a reliable resource. Anyways, while my guardian ad litem, or my supervisor, was kind of facilitating contact and talking amongst the parties, the original foster parent was really upset that someone would want to take her foster child. And while I was listening to the stories and things like that, it really just seemed to come down to what it seemed like to me. And I want you guys' opinion on this, is that there was a money motive involved. And Alaska is a high cost of living area. It's very expensive, comparable. I used to live in Japan, and it's absolutely comparable to Japan. And there just seems to be a monetary motive for people wanting these children. And I'm saying that as a bias that I realize that I've just had. And I just feel as though if I was in this paid position as a guardian ad litem, I would be so leery to who wants these children, and if they want the children solely to supplement their income, and is that a reason to want to foster a child? And so I felt myself becoming a pessimist in regards to kind of wanting to decipher people's motives. And I just kind of want you all's feedback on how can I taper that bias, because I feel like in every case now I'm trying to figure out, are they really interested in fostering these children? Are they wanting to give them a good situation, a good home? Or are they just wanting to supplement their income and meet the most minimal of needs of the child? So that's my video for today. I'm sorry that it kind of seems like I'm focusing on like human depravity, but anyways, I loved your feedback, and more so how I can kind of just taper my feelings and really just sift through that bias and look to, okay, money may be a motive, but it doesn't mean that they aren't good for the children. So I look forward to your feedback, and thank you as always.